Let's go. We are live. Hell yeah. We are back with a live stream. Who is here? Let's see what's going on. Who's in the chat with me right now? Who is here with me right now? We are back. I have not live streamed in a while. It has been a minute. All right, man. I'm so glad to be back. We got some fun stuff planned today. I got some fun stuff to go through. It has been a minute since I've live streamed. What do we think? What do we think about everything that's been going on? I've been putting out some videos. Tournament recaps are back. How we feeling about that? Who's here with me? Let's see who's on Instagram. Anybody on Instagram? Let's go. Who's here with me? Somebody say hello in the chat. I ain't got nobody in the chat right now. What's going on? Where is everybody? Is there like a sport on right now? What is happening? There we go. We're starting to get people in. What's up, everybody? All right. Who's watching Family Feud? Anybody watch Family Feud? What do we think about these questions? We got, oh, hell yeah. We got Juan there. What's up, Juan? He was over on Instagram. There we go. Who's this? We got Mr. MT Do. What's up? Eh? Yo, what is up, Jay Wood? Jay Wood here. Hell yeah. Sup, Striker the Kid over on Instagram. What is up, Striker? Okay, Nesto Nation. There we go. Yo, guys, I'm excited for today right now. I got some fun stuff for us to go through. Obviously, title of the stream, we're going to talk a little bit about the MLP situation. That stuff is so confusing. Give me ones in the chat if you are confused, twos in the chat if you fully get everything, if you understand it all. Where are you guys at with that? I am at a 1. Ones in the chat if you are confused as I am and you sound crazy trying to explain this to people. Twos if you just get it. It's literally just going to be Eric Tice with a 2. We got Tyler here. What's up, Tyler? Hell yeah. Yeah, ones. I see a lot of ones. Okay. Man, this stuff is so confusing. I was literally trying to prepare for the stream. I'm like, all right, I'm going to come in and know exactly what I'm talking about here. And literally, I gave up while reading it. I'm like, this hurts my brain. I can't figure out. Honestly, it just doesn't make sense. A lot of times with rules, maybe sometimes you're like, all right, that's a kind of a complicated rule, but I can get why they're doing it. I just literally don't get it. Doesn't matter because they're always change it anyways. Yeah, honestly, I think that's part of it is I have no incentive to try to figure it out because it's just going to change again. Jana watching Family Feud. What's up, Jana? Hell yeah. What did we think about Family Feud today? I love that episode. I had a fun time rewatching it after I did it. I thought Dylan and DJ were hilarious. Sydney always bringing the fun. Troy was great too. We don't even know if there will be a challenge or not. Yeah, that is part of it. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, apparently challenger might not be a thing. Honestly, guys, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that challenger is not a thing. I will not be watching it anyways if it is a thing. So hopefully it's not. Oh, hell yeah. We got Parker in the house. What up, Parker? When are you releasing mine? Oh, let's go. Well, we'll see when we're going to release it. I think I'm going to put out one every week that there's not a tournament recap. So I think next week we'll put out one more episode. It was probably good, but probably need to think the questions a bit. Yeah. What do we think about the questions? All right, but if you're comparing it to last year, who watched Family Feud last year? Because I felt like the questions last year were whack. I look back and I'm like, these were kind of cringy, these questions. They were just lame and basic. It was name something in your pickleball bag. And I watched it now and I'm like, I don't know about that. This time, I think I made the questions too hard and too all over the place. It was a little tough. For fan battle, I'm not convinced that even if the players get all the number one answers, they can get to 200 points. We'll see about that. Keep your eyes on the next few episodes because I thought the same thing after that first episode. I was like, what are they gonna do? Is it possible that they'll even get it? It not a problem moving forward. That was the only time it was really that bad. All good, bro. Oh, thank you. He says it's all good. Yeah, they were too hard. Yeah, they were a little too hard. Honestly, I was saying that after even a few episodes, I was like, dang, these are kind of challenging to get. Hey, that's your guys' fault. You guys were the ones that filled out the survey. So blame yourself. No, but I don't know. Some of them are easy. Some of them are hard. It'll be fun to watch, though. Honestly, who cares what the contestants say? To me, like if I was watching it, if I was like in your guys' shoes, I would just have fun like playing along and try to see if I can get it. So how did you guys do? Anybody who watched, did anybody watch and you guys were like nailing it? You're like, yeah, I'm getting all the number one answers. Who's like that? I want to know who's there. Steve Bozick in the chat. Hell yeah. What up, Steve? Your boy got an Ernie body bag on Juan yesterday, guys. Okay. Dang. That's a flex. There you go. Congrats on that. I wanted to put Zane Ford for every answer. I knew someone was going to do that. There we go. Yes. Recaps. Yo, we're back with recaps. I'm so happy. It's kind of crazy. We're back with recaps. I was at Masters, so it took me a while to put that episode out. I don't think you guys understand. Like, as I was editing the one for Masters, like, I'm literally editing, falling asleep in my chair, like, on my last breath. I got so sick. It was so bad. I was so sick. It was, like, terrible. I could not sleep. I, like, just got it out, and then I was like, ugh. So then I recovered by the time I had to, do the next episode. But then literally I lost my voice. So normally I would record on Saturday and Sunday. I've never had this happen in my life. I completely lost my voice. Like I could not talk. So I'm like, dang, I'm finally back and I can't even drop an episode because my voice is gone. My voice was metaphorically gone for so long. And then now it is literally gone. But whatever. We're back now. I can get back to screaming, doing Colin John's impressions. So we're back. Did you sit VIP? Didn't see you. I was. Yeah, I got hooked up. Man, I'll tell you what. I had to get hooked up. These tickets are expensive. I don't know if you guys have looked at prices of PPA or MLP, but yo, it's kind of crazy. I need to like ask around for tickets. I'm broke. All right. Well, what are we getting into today? I got some fun stuff for us to talk about today. We're going to talk a little bit about some stuff I'm seeing on Instagram. Some of you guys might know what I'm talking about already. Some different things. I do want to talk about who's been watching Pickle Battles. Has anybody watched? Is that what it's called? Pickle Battles or whatever? The reality TV show, the Pickleball Kingdom. My favorite show's on. I think Shay is actually talking about the Pickleball Kingdom reality TV show. That's her favorite show. It's on right now. Don't go watch it. Well, we're gonna watch it together because I want to talk about it. Paddle Battle. That's it. What a strange show. Nope. Jana's like, nah, nope, not watching it. Guys, I tried to watch it a little bit today. That's my second favorite. Okay, fair enough. Well, the Schmo is the host. He's a MMA weirdo. Oh, isn't that the dude from wasn't he on like a reality TV show, like some dating show? What show was he on? He was on a show, right? Was it The Bachelor? It might have been The Bachelor. Hey, what up, Simoling? But yeah, so it's kind of funny because I'm like, I haven't heard of this dude in years or seen him or anything. And that's right, he's the host. Like at the time when he was hosting it, I think he was around Clayton. Yeah, that's his name, Clayton. Yeah, he I guess he was like on some reality TV show at the time. Who knows what it was? But it was like one of those like popular ones, right? It was The Bachelor. Okay. Yeah, it was The Bachelor. Okay. So he was on The Bachelor. He was The Bachelor. And yeah, and then he it's so funny to think like, okay, you get on The Bachelor, like you are The Bachelor, and you're like, all right, what's my next move? Like, I'm gonna ride this wave of fame, use the momentum of my career now that I built off of this reality TV show. And bro decided to get on a pickleball reality TV show that did not come out for what, like 3 years? Or at least it was like 2 years or something like that. It's crazy. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Guys, smash the like button if you guys are in here right now. Hit that like button. This just helps get out to a whole new audience that might not be seeing this. He's watching this show too. Yeah, yo, he's a big fan. Imagine. That'd be hilarious. He's like all bummed out that I'm talking smack. So yeah, and then we will get into some MLP stuff for sure. So it's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited about this. Before we get into it though, like I said, go ahead and hit the like button if you guys are in here. Definitely come hang out in the chat. If you guys are on Instagram, I'll try to keep an eye on things, but come hang out on YouTube. This is where the fun is at. This is where we're all hanging out. This is where all those pickleball fans, we all just come and hang out every now and then in a live chat, just talking smack about things. That's what we do here. So come have some fun with us. Did want to give a shout out to the YouTube members. You guys could become a YouTube member if you want. Shout out to Mark D. We got Super G, Jake Gelvar, the Pickleball Jones. We got Parker, Edith, Kate. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Hell yeah. Members of the channel. We also got the folks over on Patreon. Shout out to Darren, the Pickleball Jones, Jason, Eddie, Allie, Jason F, Jana, Robert, Denny, the other Robert M, Sheldon, Laura. We got Bob. Hell yeah. Bob's my boy. Bob was on Family Feud. He had some fun over there. We got Nathan, we got Brett, we got Mo. Thank you guys for the support on Patreon. If you guys want to do any of that, link is down in the description below. Always appreciate everybody helping, supporting what I'm doing here. I love doing this. It's fun. And everybody supporting always makes it that much easier for me to do. Yeah, even if you guys just want to toss a little like my way, if you don't want to become a member, that would help out a lot too. So I appreciate that. How do you become a member? Great question. There is a link down in the description below. Click on the link and you can become a member. I've been here for years. I just found out. Yeah, you can become I made like little emojis that you could chat with, and like depending on how long you're a member, you get like access to more emojis. So you got to be like a member for a minute to get some of the good emojis. And there's some good ones in there. Have you seen the Pickleball Kingdom paddle battle? That's what we're talking about. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Thanks for hosting this. You're welcome. I wish I was hosting the paddle battle. I want to host the paddle battle. I want to host a show like that. Can we make a reality TV show, but like make it fun and like stupid and a little bit silly and like not cringe? Because that's how I felt watching that. Is Sydney in here? Miss Petty. Sydney was on Family Feud. Go check out the latest episode of Family Feud when we're done with here. It was a fun one. Sydney did okay. She had her moments. I'll put it that way. I'll have my grandkids show me how. I don't think everybody realizes this, but Heishay is about to have her 70th birthday. Is that right? She's about to turn 70 in a few weeks. So everybody wish Heishay a happy 70th birthday. One of the oldest fans of the show. She was literally there when pickleball was invented. So shout out to Heishay. I just want to get into the Family Feud. Haha. Submissions are closed to most people. I do have to plan one more episode I want to do with some pros, which actually I want to ask you guys, who should I have on? I have one more episode. So I have like the final battle between the fans, kind of just, average pickleball fans. I got like the finale with them, but I want to do one more episode with like pro players or something like that. So who do we think should be on there? If anyone can, you can, Chris. Oh, thank you, Jana. Oh, it's 67. So my bad. 6'7". She is turning 67 in a few weeks. So happy birthday, AJ. There you go. Tyler, wishing you a happy birthday. Who should I have on Family Feud? Who would we like to see? Yeah, I'm tempted to say Anna Bright. By the way, Anna Bright's mom sent me this shirt. AB Pickleball fans, get it? They're fans. But also, are they fans? These are windmills. That's different, right? A windmill is not a fan. A fan blows air. A windmill gets turned by the air to produce electricity. A fan uses electricity to blow the air. It's like literally the opposite. So doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I like it. What do we think? Is this a W or an L of this shirt? What do we think? W's in the chat if this is a good shirt that you would want. Pickleball Peacock. L's in the chat if it doesn't make sense, because they are not fans. They are turbines. AB and Leia. Ooh, Leia was already on. I did have Leia on. I wouldn't mind having her on again. But I kind of want to get somebody I haven't had on before. Too bad you won't associate with Kay Fahey. Yo, wait a minute. You just gave me the greatest idea ever. What if we did Kate Fahey and Michelle McMahon, Mish, versus Odoth and Heishay? What do we think about that? Do you guys approve of this? Heishay, come on now. We don't even need to show your face. You could be anonymous. We could just like change your voice. I will change your voice. I will do like the extra editing power to change your voice. I will cover your face. I just need you to help me convince Odoth. I've already asked her and she's kind of just like ignored the request. I don't think she wants to do it. But yo, come on. If I get Kate Fahey and Mish, rivals. I don't think Heishay has beef with. Well, kind of Heishay was not really trying to beef with Mish, but Mish was beefing with Heishay. We talked about that what was that last live stream? They had a little beef going on. That could be really fun, honestly. I want to play on Tyra's team. If I get Tyra, will you play? If I said I could get Tyra, what would happen then? Value Rob was like, no. Big H, that would be fun. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. That would be fun to get Big H. I second AB and Leia. Winner gets AB mom t-shirt. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I should hit her up for to offer prizes. That actually is a really good idea, Jenna. I might really do that. I love that idea. Okay, I might do that. But I need your guys' help. Everybody just like DM and Bright. DM them and say, hey, you should play Family Feud on Sorry Not Sorry. You should play Family Feud. If we all just blow up her DMs, I'm going to do it right now. Should I DM her right now? Should we prank call Anna Bright on Instagram and see if she picks up? Should we prank? What should we prank phone call her with? You should get MLP teams. I tried to do that. I did try to see if I could pull that off last year when I was doing 4-on-4. It never really worked out. It's so tough to like schedule people. That is why honestly, I love the Family Feud idea. I love like trying to make content that's different and nobody else is doing. But holy crap, is the scheduling of people like the hardest thing in the world. It literally gives me so much anxiety. I hate doing it so much. Matt Wright and Tyler Boone. Yo, Matt Wright would never do it. Matt Wright would never do it, I feel like. But that would be a good idea. AB could have had her own bachelorette show with all the pickleball dudes she dated. Missed opportunity. Yeah. Yo, we should do that. Some like Anna Bright. Somebody clip this and send it to her. Anna Bright, let's do a reality TV show. The Bachelorette. I will host it. Who's the dude that hosts Bachelor and Bachelorette? Was it Clay Aiken? No. No, wait. That was the singer from American Idol. Who was it? Oh, wait. It was Jesse Palmer, right? The football player. Why did I say Clay Aiken? Did Clay Aiken host some? I don't know. Anyways, I will be the Jesse Palmer, and we will host the Bachelorette and a Bright version. I'm so into that. I'll text her. Oh, okay. Yeah. Text whoever. Let's get him on. Colin Johns would never, dude. If Colin Johns ever came on the show, I would just be so happy. Colin Johns and Christian Alshon on one team would be insane. 1,000% caller. Yo, maybe we end the show today with Colin and a Bright. We try to call her to see what's up. AB will do it as long as you mention her newsletter 50 times. Yeah. Hey, that's a fair trade. Zay is just spamming Colin Johns. All right, I get it. We want Colin Johns. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. He got canceled. Who? Jesse Palmer or Clay Aiken? He was the Bachelor. Chris something. Chris Harrison. Is that the guy from How to Catch a Predator? Chris Harrison? That would be funny if he was hosting The Bachelor. He was just trying to make sure he was hosting The Bachelor. Wait, Chris Hansen is who it is. Chris Hansen hosting The Bachelorette, but the whole time he's just catching them to be pedophiles the whole time. Okay, maybe that's messed up, but that would be kind of funny. He just like, have a seat. All right, anyways, what are we getting into? We haven't even gotten into our first subject here. All right, so prank calling Alshon would be funny, but you get blocked in. I don't know. I don't want to push his buttons. I did put out like a separate video of me making fun of his whole interview thing, which, by the way, dude, that blew up. Like everybody was talking about his interview. Everybody has been calling him out and talking so much smack about him in that interview. It's been, you know what's so funny? This cracked me up. This is what I want to show first. So hold up. Let me adjust something real quick. Okay, so this cracked me up because Christian Alshon has been just getting smacked metaphorically by people trying to call him out. And, you know, because everybody's like, oh, you covered 95% of the court. You didn't let Tyra play. You called her your backup. It forced Tyra to get in. Yeah, exactly. I forgot to pull that up, but Tyra went on the Pickleball Effect, Brandon show, and she basically was like, guys, like, I literally told him, do this. We agreed to it. That's how they play their best. And he did what we talked about. She goes, I will be your backup. She called herself backup. And then he said that. So, you know, look, honestly, I was like kind of frustrated after. Look, if you're watching this right now, you guys know that I do not shy away from criticizing Christian Alshon. I've been thinking, like, I'm like, should we just like lean into being fans of Christian Alshon? Should we just completely switch up and just be like super fans of Christian? I'm gonna get a Christian Alshon pickleball fan shirt. I am now the biggest Christian Alshon fan. So look, you guys know how I feel about him, right? But I honestly, it was like kind of frustrating to see so many people criticize him for that part. And it wasn't even like you're watching on like quarterfinal day or whatever. You know, like I saw somebody made a video calling him out, and this was after they won a gold medal. Let me just say that one more time. Somebody criticizing the strategy after somebody won a gold medal. Like, that just makes no sense to me. That makes no sense to me. Like, whatever. Like, okay, so his approach is play big on the court. Now, if most of us do that in like rec play or whatever, first off, rec play is different. Like, we're all playing to have fun, whatever. But if you're playing in like a lower level tournament, 3-5, 4-0, 4-5, 5-0, whatever, there is a risk to that strategy. You might get burned on some plays, which Christian Alshon did. He got burned on some plays. But it's about playing the higher. Anyways, I don't need to explain this. You guys know. You need to play the highest percentage pickleball possible. And that's what they did. And guess what? They won. So I'm just sitting there like laughing at all these people making videos trying to like criticize him for that. It's like, I don't know, like the dude figured it out and won a gold medal. Like, you know what I mean? And people are just like upset that he did it. You know, like it just is not the right thing to do. Like, even though you won a gold medal, you should not have done that. You got to let Tyra play. It's like, or maybe they come up with a strategy and they win. Let's ask Tyra. Tyra, what would you rather have? You get to play 50% of the court or a gold medal? I guarantee you she's going to say the gold medal. So, like, it's not even up for debate. But I think part of it is that, you know, I will say that people see that strategy and then they do that on like their local courts, you know, and that would be annoying. Like, I would be annoyed if someone was doing that to me. Like, I'd be annoyed if like somebody watches Ben play with Colin, you know, and they see how he covers a ton of court. And then I'm like just at open play, you know, like 4 on, 4 off, you know, not even like a challenge court. And then someone's just taking up court and I'm just sitting there on the right side. Like, bro, what is happening? Like, I get it. It's like maybe good strategy for like a certain dynamic, but we don't need to do that here. So like, if you want to get upset about other people doing it, go for it. But like to criticize like the gold medal winner, come on. Now, let's just focus all our attention on all the stuff he did do. That was the cringiest interview ever. It was so funny. Like, whatever. Go watch the clip that I put out. Like, so much to be said about it. And Tyra's face the whole time was so funny. Let's see. What is everybody saying here? It forced Tyra. Oh, yeah, we said it. That would actually be fire, but having Alshon would be insane. Zane Ford prank call. Maybe. I don't know. He was nice to me. I'm gonna take it easy on him. Probably perfect time to call him while he's high off his win. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but he shouldn't have said that. I mean, yeah. Clearly, he does not have self-awareness. We all know that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when you hear that he goes my backup, like even if they did talk about that, you know, you got to like hype up your partner. That's just like good. That's just good to do. Like just as a human, you know. That's called being humble. But he's not humble. My boyfriend says Christian Alshon reminds him of American Psycho. Yeah, dude. Yeah. He's just like getting all sweaty and anxious over like, what do you call it? Business cards. I want to be an Alshon fan. He makes it impossible. Dude, there's so many people in the comments of that video I put out who are like, yo, I can't do it. No, we hate him. No, we love him. We love Christian Alshon. He is the greatest player of all time, and he has the best personality. He's so humble. Most humble person. The Dink Awards, they need to put out most humble pickleball player for 2025. Christian Alshon. Winner by far. Makes sense. Let's see. As far as him taking a lot of the court, no issue, but he's so self-absorbed, it's kind of a eye roll. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's how you should feel. You know, it's like whatever, like play your style. But man, everything you're saying is just so cringy. He doesn't temper the play style without being slightly humble. He did it in an angry fashion too, still giving her bad looks if she messed up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of that stuff, it's tough. It's always tough to really say why someone makes a bad face. But at the end of the day, I will say, like, because you know who used to do this a lot? Jessie Irvin did it a lot. I guess she still kind of does it. But that was like always the joke about her, is that she always like eye rolls or like ignores her partner. And I think even they asked Tyra on that interview, they were like, what was up with, or she mentioned it. She's like, people are saying that I was making faces or he was or whatever. And that couldn't be further from the truth. That was about something else, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is with body language, it doesn't matter why you're making the body language, because that person that you're with doesn't know. And so they're going to interpret that in a certain way. And you can't let them even have a chance of interpreting that in like a negative way. You know what I mean? Like if you eye roll at yourself or something like that, they're going to see the eye roll and be like, is he eye rolling at me? So you just have to be like aware of that. You know, that's at least my thought on it. You know what's funny though is Tyra did say in the interview, I left a comment on that video. Tyra did say in the video, she was like, you know, and I was making faces and people thought that I was like angry at him. I wasn't making faces because of that. It was about something completely different, but I don't want to get into that. And I'm like, okay, she was totally making faces because Christian Alshon probably doesn't wear deodorant. Confirmed. He smelled like crap. She smelled it and she's like, oh man. And she couldn't say it. She didn't want to embarrass him. Just had a thought. Poll question for Family Feud. Pro who sweats the most during a game. Did I do that one last year? Maybe not. That's a good question. That's a good one. The tension was through the roof. Yeah, perhaps. I think it was just awkward because he texted her like right before the tournament started and was like, yeah, I think we're going to end it here. I'm breaking up with you. That was the funniest part. And then like he just puts her on the spot in the interview and is like, I think we need to reconsider. Like, dude, that is just totally, tell me that's not exactly like, you know, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, toxic relationship thing. And he's just like in public saying that, like, we've had our trouble, but I think I want to take you back. And she's like, can we talk about this in private? Like, you know, just like, oh man, so awkward. This is what I thought was so funny though. So, all right. What was revealed too, Christian Alshon looks at Instagram comments. He is reading Instagram comments. That is crazy. That is really funny. So that means that Christian Alshon is on Instagram and looking at what people are saying about him. And that's why this cracked me up so much. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I just happened to be scrolling and this just cracked me up right here. Let me share my screen here. Give me a second. Where we at? Okay. So Christian Alshon put out this video and this just cracked me. What sport should I do next? I'm going to make silly content. Volleyball serve. This is a soccer serve. And this is a baseball serve. Yee! Isn't this the silliest content ever? Ping pong, football. I don't know. I literally just rolled my eyes so hard when I was watching this. But it's so funny to me because he's like, shoot, everybody's mad at me. Everybody hates me. I got to get the people back. How do I get the people to like me? He's like talking to like, you know, like his like, what do you call it? Like media training people, you know, like his like, I don't know, like whoever is in his inner circle is like public. What do you call it? Publicity, whatever person. I don't know what I'm saying right now. You know, like how sometimes players will have like people who help them out with like, what do you call that? There's a name for that. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. Like somebody who helps them out with like their image. And they're like, you know what you need to do, Christian? You need to put out a silly video. PR. Yeah. Like PR. What does that stand for though? Publicity representative? I don't know what it stands for. Public relations. There you go. Hell yeah. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Public Dude, he probably talked to somebody and they were like, we got it. Chat GPT. What would be a funny video for me to put out to win the people back? So let me ask you guys this. One's in the chat if this won you back over and you like Christian Alshon again, or two, if this does absolutely nothing for you. What do we think? Did this help him or hurt him? I saw that on my TikTok page and nearly threw up. I couldn't get through this reel. Yeah, me neither. I turned it off so quickly. They're trading people for bags of chips. Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Bro, that IG post should have had MMA and he could have played a clip of him punching his paddle. Okay. See, that would have been funny because it's a little kind of, leaning into the self-deprecating. To cringe, to I hate him even more, to super cringe. A 1. Okay. We got a Christian Alshon fan in here. We got a Christian Alshon turbine in here. Christian Alshon windmill. To I only like him because he's so cringe and very humble. He's very humble. This is my first time watching the entire thing and nobody made it through. I'll be real. Okay, if I'm going to be honest with this, the funniest one was the swimming one. This one, right? Okay, come on. That was a little funny. If he did that as like the third one, we might have stayed. But all the other one, it just is like kind of a chore to get through it. And you're like, okay, yeah, you did it. You went through all the sports. That is Alshon himself. Yo, wait, is this Alshon right here? Is this dude Alshon HGUI main? I think this is, or this is his PR assistant. I think we found Alshon. Anyway, so yeah, dude, that was crazy to see. It's just so funny that was his response. Like, he has not responded to any of the criticism at all. But he's like, I'm gonna put out this video and we'll see what they say. I didn't even see. Are there comments? Someone said, funny, you could be a golf pro. How about tag? Someone said midget tossing. Ice hockey, lace them up. Wrestling, no way. Okay, yeah, nobody's really given like any crazy good comments. This genuinely made me laugh. Nobody said that. I don't know. Anyways, speaking of content, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story. I just put it out like a few minutes ago, or like probably an hour ago. There was a post I saw last week that literally, it hurt me to see this, guys. If you've been watching these live streams, you know how much this hurt me. I want to show it. I want to talk about it. But, man, this hurt me so bad. Check this out. This was after the last tournament. My boy. Oh, CJ Klinger. No! CJ, no! CJ, no! CJ, no! He did it. No. Oh, F's in the chat for CJ's aura. Oh, no. CJ, how could you, man? We got another airport video, another airport dinking video. What do we think of this, guys? How are we feeling about this? Are you guys just as bummed to see this as I am? Did this make you smile? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I got the wrong take on this. Maybe this made people smile. I will say, hey, like I love all this stuff. He's like signing kids' sweatshirts, taking pics with the kids. I love that. But bro, dinking in the air court. How could he? Bro, how could you, CJ? RIP. Man, CJ Klinger and Aura have never been in the same sentence. What are you talking about, Ann? CJ Klinger is Aura. What? And that's an L take right there. That is an L take. Wait, by the way, I forgot about this. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. I found out that I could do this. You guys got to help me out. Okay, hold up. Can you guys hear that? I have sound effects now. Yo, guys, what sound effects do we add in here? This is the only one I could think of. This was me when I saw this video. This was me. Fa! Oh, I was so bummed, you guys. I was so bummed. Yo, but now that I have sound effects, what sound should I add? Like like the obvious kind of corny one would be like Andiamo. That, like, whatever. I'm not gonna do that because that's kind of corny. But what would be a fun sound effect to have? Should I do like snowman in the desert or something? Dave Fleming. Oh, you guys are unbelievable. Yo, that's a great idea. That's a good one. That is a good one. He is too wholesome for the hate. I don't hate him for this. I'm just disappointed. Negative influence to the youth. Come on, it's CJ. You're right, Casey. You're right. It's CJ. That's why I'm cutting a little slack. What's with CJ and Red? Saw him downing red drink at Masters. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he loves his red. He loves his red. I bet he was behind why the Sliders have a red uniform. They don't even have red in their logo. And he was like, hey, guys, what do we think about red? He loves red Powerade. Yo, it's so funny. I don't know if you guys saw this. I forgot to add this in the show, but when he was playing with Fed on the sidelines, Fed asked CJ if he wanted a red Gatorade. And like CJ's dad stepped in and was like, no, he's okay. And I thought it was so funny because it's like he only likes Powerade and not Gatorade. And it made me wonder, does CJ have like a secret Powerade sponsorship that he could only be seen drinking Powerade and not Gatorade? That would be so sick if he just had like this subtle sponsorship. We need a Colin Rage sound. Yeah, but what could it be? What sound could we make of Colin Johns? Add the X-Files noise. What is that one? This ball is trash. Trash. That's a good one. I love that. That's a good one. That's some good. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know. I want to add some sounds. I got the fa because that's the funniest one to me. But anyways, yeah. So this bummed me out to see. I'm not gonna lie, CJ, negative aura, but it's okay. You'll get it back. You'll get it back. All right. Oh, I want to talk about this next. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I did tweet about this. I want to just talk. Okay, this is just crazy to me. This is so. I want to get your guys' opinions on ad ALW saying, "Did you call me a B?" I don't know if I could clip that audio cleanly, but that would be an interesting one. I don't know where I would use that though. The not you, AJ, but him. Or what was it? You guys are unbelievable. That would be a funny one. That to me would work. I could use that. But yo, I want to talk about this. Okay. Because I just want you guys to know like how frustrating it is to make content. Like, whatever. I'm not an envious person. Like, whatever. Like, if you don't want to have me on your show, on your podcast, like, fine, whatever. But man, this was like so frustrating to me. So I don't know if you guys saw, I did share this quick story, but I guess I want to give more detail on it to clear up what I was talking about. But so this is what's going on. So there's like this team pick'em thing, a pickleball pick'em competition. So I guess there's like a pickleball.com is asking like different podcasters, influencers, writers, journalists, whatever. They're asking them for like, do like a pick'em kind of like fantasy pickleball type thing. And I got asked to do this. Like I had somebody reach out to me and they were like, yo, you watch PPA. I would love to get you on my team. So like, I guess they all got like captains and each captain like got to pick their team. And I had a captain reach out to me and was like, yo, I want to bring you on my team. And I was like, cool. Yeah, I'm super down. I was like all pumped. I'm like, finally. I'm like, man, I feel like sometimes people like, I don't know, like people just, I don't want to say like ignore me, but it almost feels like people like try to stay away from me. And honestly, whatever, like sometimes I get it. Sometimes I'm like, really? But I was like pumped. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm down to get involved. And so I was planning on doing it. And the person that asked me, he was like, by the way, what's up with you and PBA? Like, are you like cool with them now or what's up? And I was like, no, like we're good. This was after I talked to Connor. I'm like, yeah, we have an agreement that's coming my way. Like I've cleared up everything. Like we're on good terms now. All is well. He's like, okay, cool. And then the guy calls me up. He's like, yo, man, can I talk to you for a second? I'm like, sure, what's up? He calls me. We talk on the phone. And he's like, bro, I'm getting kind of nervous. I didn't realize like how controversial you are. And I mean, like, I don't know, like if I have you on my team, are people gonna be like mad at me? Like, are they not gonna like me if I have you on my team? And I was like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure not everybody loves me. I have players all the time, like tell me like love your stuff, like what you're doing. I have players that like reach out and say like, I love when you like clip my stuff. Like it's fun. I literally, for example, I had Fed reach out to me. He's like, dude, I'm watching your best of video with all the rage moments. And he's like, dude, this is hilarious. I love this so much. He's like, I forgot when I crashed out in Mesa. He's like, I need to get to that version of me back again. I need to give you some more content. I'm like, let's go, Fed. Hell yeah. So like whatever, like there's some players who like can laugh at themselves and are cool with me and love what I'm doing. And that's great. I love, all the positive support by people. But at the same time, like, yeah, I'll recognize that like there obviously are players who don't like what I'm doing, who maybe feel harassed, and whatever. So I told him that. I'm like, look, I mean, yeah, there might be some players who don't. And he's like, okay, well, I don't know if I could have you on my team, because I just don't want to ruin my relationships with players. I don't know, like I'm sorry, like I know that's kind of lame, but like, yeah, I'm gonna have to kick you off the team. And so I'm like, all right, bro, like, thanks for getting me all excited and then freaking kicking me off the team. I did nothing. What the hell did I do to deserve this? That was me, bro. That was me. He's like, hey, do you want to be on my team? Hell yeah. Calls me up. Hey, actually, you're kicked off the team. I was F's in the chat for me on the team. Oh, man. Let's see. No, you got to get Squidward from SpongeBob. Sound effect. You moron for Colin. Okay, that's an interesting one. It is interesting to see what happens when you call a B a B. If making content was easy, everyone would do it. It's a good point. It's a good point. Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of people try to make content and a lot of people stop making content. It is not easy. It is not easy. And now, honestly, not to get corny, but like, that is why I appreciate all you guys supporting, showing up. I love everybody who's here right now. Like, this is what makes it fun. This is what makes it worth it. All the likes, all the comments and stuff. Not that it's like about chasing numbers or anything like that, but it's just about like seeing like people respond positively to stuff. It does get you to want to keep doing it. So, and everybody on Patreon who's a member, who buys stuff on the Etsy store, like, dude, like you guys just really make my day. And I really am thankful for that. Braden, Q, Chris Olsen, all dork team. Leak. I'm leaking. W Fed. Yeah, W Fed for sure. Sounds like a Chris Olsen move. I'm not going to say who it was. And I can neither confirm nor deny who that was. I think I guess who it is. You guys could guess, but I don't think anybody would actually guess who it is. You might be surprised. And honestly, whatever. Like, I'm cool with the person. They are kind to me in other ways, and I got no like beef with that specific person. I guess I'm just more saying like, yo, like, why is this the vibe with me? Like, why does nobody want to associate with me? Like, I don't know. And it's whatever. I'm not like mad about it. I'm just like, really, like, I don't know. It just feels like people like have some courage. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. Some people do have some courage. You know what I mean? Some people will come on my show and, whether they're doing the Family Feud, some people will, reach out and send messages and stuff like that, and respect to all those people that are like that. But man, there's just some people that they're scared. Most of all the pros love you, the good ones anyway. Tyler Ling hates you, but who cares? Jimmy loves you. I don't think Tyler hates me. Tyler's very kind. Tyler, like when I see him at tournaments, he says what's up to me. I mean, I don't know if he likes my content. I don't know if he likes my content, but I don't think he like hates me. I also think he's someone who we disagree on a lot. We've had like little things on Twitter where we really just disagree with each other, and what we think is like good for the sport. And that's okay. We're allowed to disagree. But I think we do have a mutual respect. At least I do respect him in many ways. So I don't know. I'd hope he feels the same, but if he doesn't, whatever, that's cool too. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. And Jimmy's also always been great. Alshon struggling content. Yo, one of the questions this week in this episode, I think, for Family Feud was who makes boring or unoriginal content. I think Christian Alshon was up there. Tyler hates him. Tyler hates me? I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think he does. I love how enthusiastic you are. You're definitely one of the top pick. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Ann. Appreciate that. Ann's just trying to suck up to me because I called her out for saying that CJ Klinger has no aura. All right, you're back in my good graces, Ann. I think Jimmy is jealous. Actually, hot? No, I don't think he's jealous. Honestly, what they're doing over at King of the Court, like, in my opinion, they got like the top podcast, and we're in two different lanes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if anything, I should be jealous of what they're doing. They have like built a great community on Discord. They got tons of sponsors. They've got a good show. They get good guests. So no, I think they're I don't think he's jealous. Tyler's too busy buying JPEG Penguin. Dude, bro, I cannot stand. Okay, so like here's my thing is I'm on X and I just like have my Sorry Not Sorry account, and all I have on my feed is like I just follow pickleball stuff, like pickleball accounts, and I just look at the following tab. I don't do the For You like scroll like feed or whatever. I just do like following. And so I try to just keep my feed all pickleball related. But dude, Tyler is just like always on like some crypto stuff or whatever, the NFTs. I don't know what it means. And oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. I get so frustrated when people start talking about stuff that's not pickleball related. And it's like, dude, I don't want to like unfollow you because I want to see when you talk about pickleball stuff. But at the same time, like, bro, what is with all this Penguin stuff? I just don't get it. I don't get it. And he's not the only one. You know who was like pissing me off today was what's his name? Ross from the St. Louis Shock, Ross Chaffetz. I like him, but man, bro is just tweeting about like random other sports. And I'm like, yo, chill. The thing that really gets me is when people talk tennis. Yeah, I like honestly, I'm like 2 seconds away from muting the word tennis. Get tennis out of my life. Get tennis out of pickleball. I think that's like, I want my catchphrase, like the catchphrase of this show. I might even make shirts and it just like get tennis out of pickleball. Like we need to separate these two things. Whatever. If you want to like tennis, go ahead. But like, let's stop acting like that like they're not brother and sister. Okay. Like they are separate sports and they need to stay that way. And I just want tennis gone from anything I see. Let's see. You were funny and original, Chris. Hope you do get to host a fun show. Oh, appreciate that, Foggy Bottoms. I do get to host a fun show. This is a fun show because you guys are all here. He said on his pod that he agreed with you getting booted. Jimmy stuck up for you. Oh, Tyler. Yeah, well, hey, I addressed that and whatever. Yeah, you know, sometimes I feel like people don't realize like what I do with the show. I feel like they see, you know what it is too? I think sometimes I put out clips on Instagram where I'm like really making fun of people. And then they think that that's like all I do. And they don't see like the other stuff that I do where I'm just like showing highlights and showing fun moments. And then I do like say good things about players. You know, I try to be charitable in my, you know, and my thoughts and what I say. You know, like even for example, Christian Alshon, like I'm like, hey, bro is cringe, but he won a gold medal. Like he's a good player. You know, like I give people their flowers when they deserve it. So I don't know. Like I don't think Tyler is watching the show on YouTube at all. I think he just occasionally sees clips on Instagram. And that is what's tough is I put out clips on Instagram to try to get like more people to like see what I'm doing. But that means that it's going out to people that weren't like looking for it. You know what I mean? So like imagine someone like Kate Fahey stumbling across my video and it's her smacking her head with her paddle or something like that. She's like, what the hell is this? You guys let him use this footage for this? And I don't know if she complained about anything, but I wouldn't put it past her. Zane should have picked you as a co-host instead of Nico the Hefty becoming lefty. Well, hey, that's their choice. I will say, I think Nico like has found his space. I'm glad Nico's on there. Like, you know, look, I have my thoughts on Nico and the stuff he puts out on Instagram. It's not for me. It's more of a numbers game. It seems like, you know, like he's just putting out a lot of content. And I don't even know if a lot of times he's not even going for funny. He's just like going for like relatable stuff that you would like share to someone like, yeah, bro. Yeah. Agree. So it's just not for me. But I've always said, I'm like, I like him. I think he's got a good personality. I just don't know if he's like really like tapping into like getting the most out of his personality. But I do think that him on that podcast is where he should be. Like, I think that he's good for that. Because he could be like a fun guy. And spoiler, Nico was on Family Feud. I'm not going to say what happened. Nico was on Family Feud. So be on the lookout for that episode. He was great. He was really fun to have on Family Feud. Like he has a good personality. Like he should be making content. So I'm happy that he's doing that with Zane. I think they're good together and I think he's fun. So yeah, so whatever. would have been more funny, you two. Type T is coming for your soul. Who's that? Type T? Is that someone in the chat? Yo, the Slim Reaper's here. What up, dude? Slim Reaper was on Family Feud. Don't give any spoilers. He was fun too. I agree. You're a show, not a pod. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Casey. This is a pickleball show. We're not a podcast. We don't do podcasts here. It is not a podcast. We show stuff. Type TI? What? Type TI? I don't know what's happening. Something's happening. Anyways, all right. So that happened. I got booted off the pickleball pick'em before it even began. F's in the chat for me. What an L. Kicked off for being too controversial. So disappointing. I really did want to do that. Should we start our own? Yo, I should start my own competition with people who are controversial. Who would we have on who would be like controversial? Who should we have on? Or whatever, maybe not even controversial, but just like fun. I don't know, like who would you actually be interested to see this stuff? I love when Matty Pickles did the MLP thing last year. That was so fun. And Matty Pickles is busy with his family, living actual life, not chronically on the internet and chronically watching pro pickleball like the rest of us. So good for him. But man, I'm going to miss that MLP challenge thing that we were doing every tournament. That was really fun. Type T, Bellamy's new mini tennis sport. Oh, Type T is called. Is that what it's called? Yo, I'm so glad you brought this up. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull this up. Dude, I am so glad you clarified what that is. Dude, what is this? This is like some new sport. Get this out of my life. Hell no. Hell no. L's in the chat for this. I'm forcing you guys to all consider this an L. This was crazy. Let me show this. I'm not going to play the sound because I don't want to get this stream pulled down in case it's copyright. But, bro, what is this? They're taking pickleball courts? Yo, get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get off of our courts. Get off our courts. You guys wanted to complain about us taking your tennis courts? We have more power than you guys do now. They're trying to take tennis. They're trying to get rid of pickleball this way. Bro, what is this? You can just get in the kitchen? Get the hell out of here. Get this foam ball out of here. I am not into this. We're not doing this. I refuse. Dude, remember like a few years back, there was like literal like pickleball terrorist attacks. Like there was literally like people like blowing up like storage sheds and like ripping up like nets and stuff like that. Guys, do not do anything like that. But no. We can't. Actually, that's why they're smart. It's because they're playing on pickleball courts. So if we mess with their courts, we're messing with our courts. Strategic tennis people. Yo, tennis people are so slimy with this. Because we know what they're doing. They're not trying to make this a sport that lasts. They're trying to undermine pickleball. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to slowly get rid of pickleball. And this is their move. This is my conspiracy theory that I'm making up on the fly right now. Bro, get this out of here. Get this L for sure. Massive L. That looks dumb. It does look dumb. Your show is what got me into watching pickleball. That was hardly any coverage when you started. Yeah. Back when I started, there was like nothing. Now there's a lot more stuff for you to be available, which is great. You know, pick your flavor. What do you want? Do you want kind of more of a straight up recap? Do you want this where I dive in and have a little bit more fun? We hang out. Yeah. But yeah, dude, what Type T? Tip T? What the hell is that? Everybody clowns pickleball for the name. Dude, Type T? What the hell? That's like a typo. That is crazy. This is the dumbest sport ever. Man. But see what they're doing? They're getting me to hate on this more than hate. Don't take our eyes off the target. Tennis still sucks. And we are still going to talk smack about tennis. But this too. They couldn't think of a better name. No, because it's a dumb freaking thing. This is stupid. This is stupid. Not into this. I do not support this. I will not be watching this. I will not be playing it. I'm boycotting this. Type D diabetes. Yeah, that's a good name for it. I love that. Yeah, screw that. We're done with that. All right. Speaking of things that are just cringe and dumb, bro, you know who invented this, right? Eric Tice in the chat. Eric, tell us who invented it. Eric, can you break down all the rules of Type T? All the confusing rules? Can you break them down for us? Because you're the only one who knows anything like that. Who invented this? Is it Roscoe Bellamy's father? I guess he was the one speaking on that news broadcast. Who invented it? Oh, or was it what's his name? Eric says no. Was it Andre Agassi? I think he was involved with it. Oh, it was Roscoe's dad. I like Roscoe. Roscoe's cool. I got to talk to him a lot at Masters. We were sitting next to each other and we were just kind of laughing at some stuff. He's a cool dude. He watches the show. He loves it. He was telling me like, dude, your show is like great for the sport. He's like, I know you're going to clown me for like the, not knowing that the ref called the score thing. He's like, I love it. Like, go for it. I think the more unhinged you are, the better it is. Like, I think that's good. People need to be fine with it. So W Roscoe, but L Roscoe's dad. Yeah. What an L. Roscoe's dad, L. That is crazy. That is, that ain't it. That ain't it. Eric, don't you dare. Eric, don't you dare start doing journalism for Type T. Don't you dare. Here's what we want. I want you to do hit pieces on what is it? Tiptoe, whatever. Let's call it tiptoe. Eric, I want you to do a hit piece on Mr. Bellamy and let's take him down. W Roscoe, L tiptoe. Tice, what happened? Watched you on bad line calls. I miss you with Zane. Yeah, we all miss I would never, sir. Oh, do journalism for them? Good. Yeah, we need you in pickleball. You're too valuable for us. We can't lose you. You only have so many hours in a day. Yeah, man, we miss Eric on there. Hey, Nico's cool, but like, man, Eric was like, yo, Zane, when are we recording the next episode? And he's like, actually, Eric, I have something to tell you. We decided to go in another direction. We're gonna have Nico the lefty on. I love this sound. Yeah, we do have to get some more sounds on here. I love the idea of what was it? I keep forgetting the line. What was it? You guys are unbelievable. I gotta get that one. That is such a good idea. I'm gonna have some fun sounds for us next time. You like the sound effects too? Okay, good. Me too. I gotta add more. I definitely gotta add more. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about this, guys. Tell me in the chat who has watched Paddle Battle at the Pickleball Kingdom. I played at a Pickleball Kingdom over the winter. It is a cool spot. I'm not gonna lie. It was very fun to play there. Great like place to play pickleball. But bro, this show, how many episodes? Let me ask you. Tell me how many episodes you've watched. There's only 5 out. Yeah, there's 5 out. How many episodes have you watched? You have watched it. Okay, Max. I don't know if that's your name. Okay, Max. He's watching it. How many of you guys watched? I skimmed through one. I have one part I want to show you guys that just made me laugh so hard. And who are we rooting for in this? 0. Slim Reaper watched 0 episodes. You've watched 4? Dang. We got a fan. Yo, we've got a paddle battle windmill over here. A true turbine. A real fan. You've watched 1? Okay. I want to talk about this for a second. I have some thoughts about this. Here, let me share my screen real quick. Let's go to the Pickleball Kingdom paddle battle. Where are we at? Let me share my screen here. All right, check this out. Here's what I want to do. Well, let's talk about this first. So first off, they've got their episodes out. Here's what I'm struggling with. First off, look at these view counts. Okay, their first episode has 82,000 views. I'm going to mute this. Has 82,000 views. Only less than 600 thumbs up. That seems like a crazy ratio. And only 84 comments? That's crazy. Only 84 comments. What do we think? And only 6,000 subscribers? Bro, I think they're boosting these videos. You could literally pay YouTube to boost your videos. And so they might have 82,000 views, but that's literally people watching for 10 seconds and then stop watching. And so these numbers, I think, are bull. I don't think these are real numbers. And also, like, look at the rest of these numbers. Like, check this out. So 82K for their first episode. Second episode, 103,000 views. And then look at this. This to me is the biggest BS. 369,000 views on their trailer. This is a 1 minute long video, and they've got 369,000 views on it. Dude, there's no shot that's like real. There's no shot that that is actually from like people genuinely clicking and like watching it. I think they're just like artificially boosting these numbers. They're making it seem like people are actually like, bro, look, let's do this. 1 hour ago, they just released episode 5. There's only a few hundred people that watched it. You know what it is? Here's why I can't watch this. Here's why I like tuned out on this. Because check this out. Like, skip to any part. Dude, what do you guys notice? Like, if I didn't tell you when this was recorded, what is like the first thing you notice? Like right here. What is what you notice? I want to say, before I say it, I want you guys to tell me. What is the biggest thing that sticks out to you? Right here. Like, okay, right here. Right here. What sticks out to you? Tell me in the chat. What is the biggest thing that you notice right here? I want to see if you guys picked up on it. Of course you picked up on it, but you might not know what I'm talking about. You should know what I'm talking about. He said, Foggy Bottom says, you've watched 4. It's so boring to me. Bad editing, too many cuts, no good playing footage. There's no reason to care about the players unless you know of them already. We don't know their pickleball journey, duper, etc. Yeah, you got to be invested in these people. Bingo. People are starting to say it. Yup. Old gen paddles, old ass paddles, old paddles. 100%. Bro, look at these paddles. What is this? The Selkirk 006 or whatever, the Project 006. You got the Square Scorpius. What is that? The Colin Johns paddle. You got the old Zane paddle. You got the old Series 1 Proton. Love that paddle, by the way. You got Angie Walker with a head paddle. She's not even signed with Proton yet. Like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah. The Walkers are with Proton, and that's an old head paddle. Alex has a yeah. That's Angie, by the way. Yeah, dude, these are old paddles. Old paddles. It makes me check out. I'm like, dude, this is crazy to watch this. It makes me cringe. Look, you got the old Hyperion. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, the cutting is unreal. Like, too much, dude. Too much. Like, I don't know. This just ain't it. Then it. I will say, yeah, the Proton Type 1 is fire. I feel like not enough people realize that it is actually like a dope paddle. I love the look. I get it's not for everybody, but I do love the look of it. I think it's kind of cool. The gender reveal party colors. That's my favorite one. Tanner wasn't signed with Carbon. Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting people on here. Also, a lot of people that I'm like, who is that? But bro, yeah, this is tough to watch. This was so funny too. Here, I'll show you this. Check this out here. Let me share my screen on this portion. I want to play this part. This cracked me up. Is sound shared on here? Let me see if I could hold up. I want to make sure you guys could hear this part. It's just, I'm going to show you like a 5-second clip, and it made me laugh so hard, and I got to share it with you guys. First off, let me just say, shout out to Caitlin Kerr. She is my favorite person on this. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I don't know what this is or why they say this, but yo, they have the most cringy lines in this.
Both of them, so I'm really excited.
Who will champion me in my battle?
Who will champion me in my battle? She hates that she has to say this. Look at her face. She's like, I'm cringed out saying this.
I'm really excited.
Who will champion me in my battle?
Yo, tell me that's not the most cringe thing you've ever heard. She was like, okay, so I just got to ask somebody to be on my team. And they're like, yeah. But you have to say this specific line. She reads the line. Who will champion me in my battle? Yep, that's the line. Do I have to say it? Yes, you have to say this line. It's our catchphrase. You sure I can't say anything else? No, you have to say this specific line. Bro, this is just too much. I'm cringing. But here's what I want to show you, though. Watch this. She picks this girl. And then look at it. Hold up. Let me rewind it. So she tries to give her a paddle tap, and then the other girl is like trying to hug her, and it's this awkward moment. Watch Caitlin Kerr in the back. Watch Caitlin Kerr right here. Hold up. I'm going to play this again.
Battle. Thank you.
Awkward.
So I was planning on picking Angie.
It's so cringe. Yo, literally, it's little moments like that make me go, no. I'm literally sweating from cringe on this. Watch it one more time. Oh.
So I was planning on picking Angie,
Bro,
but
it's literally a whole show like that. Like, what are we doing here? I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys just as cringed out as I am watching this? I just have an aversion to reality TV shows. I had an ex-girlfriend try to get me into some of these shows, like Bachelor. That's how I know that dude was on The Bachelor, because I got forced to watch it. I've watched like Love is Blind, and I literally can't get through it because I'm cringing so hard. Like it gives me like a visceral reaction. Like I'm literally like, like I scream. I'm vocal about it. That's why I cover so much of the cringe stuff in pickleball. Like with Christian Alshon, I'm watching that interview, and I'm literally like, I'm by like, imagine me watching on TV. I see they win, and I go, oh, here we go. Christian Alshon interview, volume up. And I just stop what I'm doing, and I listen. And I'm literally like, like screaming in my home by myself, laughing so hard. It is so bad. I literally, with this show right here, I could not do it because of little moments like that. Between the paddles, between the corny lines. What is it? Will you be my paddle battle warrior? What is it? What is it again? Will you, what is it? Hold up. Hold on, I'm listening right now. Who will champion me in my battle? Bro. No. You know what would be funny? If we all just start reaching, if you guys are going to play in a tournament coming up, reach out to your potential partner and say, will you, what is it? Champion me in my battle? I can't even remember what it is. It's so freaking corny. What in the world? Absolutely cringed out. Junk. Holy crap. They couldn't afford Matt Manassi as host. He's perfect for this. Matt Manassi just coming in with his painted fingernails. Will you champion me in my battle? That would be great. Totally. You see Matt Manassi with a sparkle on his tooth. What? I don't get that. Am I missing something? Anyway, so yo, paddle battle. I ain't into it. I could not force myself to watch it if I tried. And I'm trying to think, gives me Mormon vibes. Okay, I don't know about all the Mormon stuff, but everyone keeps telling me that there's all these reality TV shows with Mormons and stuff like that. My fiance was talking to me about some Mormon person. I guess that's like all the rave now is Mormon people. And then there someone on Dancing with the Stars, something like that. Oh, you know who was telling me about this? Nico was telling me about this. You guys will see that when the episode gets released, but by Family Feud. But Nico is I don't think he is choosing. I think what is his wife? I guess he's married. Is making him sit down and watch all these reality TV shows, so he knows all about it. Bachelor cheese, yeah, it is cheesy. It is cheesy, big time. All right, well there you go. So there's that. We got kind of the fun stuff out of the way. Let's talk. Should we talk pickleball? I did this whole live stream to talk some MLP stuff. We got distracted a little bit. We're just having fun here. Let's see. Well, I want to talk about MLP stuff. Let me see real quick though. Who do we got on Instagram? If anybody's on Instagram, I've been neglecting it. Wasn't this thing filmed 2 years ago, Mr. Sam I Am? Yeah, that was filmed a long time ago. Paddle Battles. Would we even watch it now though? Like, I don't know. Would we watch it now? Connor Pardo put out a tweet saying that they were talking with the Pickler, with George from the Pickler, and we're like, should we do our own version? He was like, yeah, let's do it. I don't know. Would I watch that? Maybe with some stakes on the line. Like we're going to see a UPA player, but I feel like you really have to like film it and edit it and crank it out very quickly. Like I remember watching Hard Knocks, the NFL one, and it was still like, what was it? Like a month or two behind, but it was still like kind of close. It was like within the season. So if you could do it like that, I would probably watch it. Like if it's going to come out like fairly quickly, I think people would watch that, but you really have to like pump these out like quick. Cause yeah, if you're waiting more than a year, like what do we care? So anyways, and dude, the way the paddle thing really gets me. Although I will admit it is probably tough to keep up with that because paddles are always changing. Yeah, 2 years is way too long. Yeah, screw that. Can't do that. All right, let's talk MLP trade rules. So happy for the trades and Zane gets to play again. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Let me share my screen here. So, man, I don't know about you guys, but I am so confused. This is how it feels like. We have Eric Tice just holding it down. When does the draft begin? What is it, like February 15th or 16th? Something like that. Hold up. Let me find out real quick. It is coming up. I know. Let me see, because Major League Pickleball, they put it out on their page. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I think it's like 15th or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Shoot, hold up. Let me pull it up because I do want to know. I know that the trade window closes on the 15th. So I'm pretty sure that that's when it is. I'll give me 2 seconds. I'm going to find it right now. Major League Pickleball Instagram. 1 second. I'll give you all the dates because there's like 2 trade windows. Geez, why is this so hard to find? Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. So, oh, no, my bad. Okay, so here, let me share this right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here are the dates. So we have the trade window until the 15th. And then on the 15th, they have to declare who they're keeping. So everybody decides on the 15th who they're going to keep, and it costs money to keep some players. This is where it gets confusing. And honestly, like I can't figure it out. And honestly, I don't know how much I care to figure some of this stuff out. I'm like, just tell me who's going to be on the team. But anyways, they declare the keepers. I think, and we got Eric here. So maybe Eric, let me know if I'm right on this, but between the 15th and the 27th, that's another trade window. Is that right? Like that's a whole separate trade window. Oh, you know what? I think I have it here on the article you wrote. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, no, my bad. Monday, March 2nd, after the draft, that is when the next trade window opens. So that's kind of crazy that they have a few days where they can't even trade anything. But whatever. Okay, so that's how they're doing it. Yeah, so I wasn't right on that. But I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for the draft. I think it'll be fun. I like when they live stream that stuff. So I feel like they sometimes have, sometimes they don't. Remember one time they did it on like Pickleball TV, and it was like they were kind of doing it. Nothing happens between the 15th and 27th. Yeah, okay. Dude, that's going to be such a boring time. What are we going to do on there? Oh, I think that's when tournaments start back up. Okay. So anyways, yeah, the keeper rule is the weirdest one. Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. Shout out to Eric. Check out the article that he wrote. He's doing a MLP 2026 trade tracker. Here, I'll share my screen here. This is a great way to kind of see it all laid out. So he basically does like all the trades. He's got like the whole schedule here. He goes through all the trades. I believe he's updating this. So he puts like all the trades. So real quick, let's just go through each of the situations. All right. This might be a little tedious, but I'm just gonna lay it all out right now. So here, let me go to this. And Eric Tice is like the GOAT with all this. Nobody else is explaining this to us. Like, how the hell are we supposed to know all this? Okay. Since the trade deadline opened, he's been on the phone. Okay, so basically, let me get to kind of the most important parts of this. So in the draft, every team has to have at least 4 players before you could draft your 5 and 6 players. They did change the rule. That's huge news. Is they changed the rule, so now you can use all 6 players during the match, which is so awesome. Like, that's what we've been waiting for. So this is going to really, really change how people get implemented into their team. So I'm really excited for that. But that does mean too that you have to draft 4 people, and you can't be drafting like your 5th and 6th players without all teams having 4 players. Okay, and then now there's this rule. Okay, this is where it gets confusing. Like, literally, as I'm reading this, this is where I check out. Like, this is where I go, okay, I don't need to know this. This hurts my brain, but I'm gonna try to take it slow. Try to bear with me. Oops, shit. Hold up. Oh, dang. Did I just shoot? Where did that go? Hold up. Let me go back to it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so only teams that ended 2025 this last year, if you ended 25 with less than 2 2024 draftees, can trade for a player who was drafted in 2024 and keep them. Whew, bro, that is a sentence. I literally feel so dumb reading this. Only teams that ended 2025 with less than 2 2024 draftees. Wait, that means 1, right? So 1 person or 0 people, right? It's not 2 or less. It's less than 2. Can trade for a player who was drafted in 2024 and keep them. So anyways, that's Bouncers, Hogs, Slice, Miami, Palm Beach Royals, SoCal Hard Eights. Okay. So there are plenty of trade deals getting done as post-draft trades due to the above rule. Those trades will not get announced until after the draft. So we have to wait all the way till March 2nd to see a lot more trades. Eric says, I'm not a good writer. Well, hey, whatever. Somebody, you're doing it. That's all that matters. We'll figure it out. To the surprise of no one, good women continue to be at a premium. Oh yeah, so like everybody's gonna be drafting women. We'll talk more about some of the new women that we're gonna see. He also says there might be no challenger this year. Do we have an update on that? I would love it if there's no challenger. Please get rid of it. What do we need it for? What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see a challenger? Put a 1 in the chat if you're pro challenger. Put a 2 in the chat if you are anti-challenger. I personally am a 2. I am an anti-challenger. I do not like Challenger League. I never watch it. Honestly, the only time I've ever watched Challenger is live. And every time I watch it, I'm like, okay, can we hurry this up? This is just not good. I don't know what it is, but it's just so boring to me. It's part of it is like the lack of stakes. Honestly, I don't even know if that's it, because I was there at the finals in New York and I was watching the Challenger finals knowing that the winner was going to move up to Premier, and I still did not care. And everybody I was with, my family was there, and they never watched pro pickleball before, and they were bored by it. They weren't really that interested. They were like, okay, like it's pro pickleball. the minute that Premier came onto the court, they were so into it. They were like, whoa, they were so much better. Like there is a clear cut difference in talent. So I don't know. Look, I mean, maybe that's the problem, is just that the talent level is just not the same. But man, whatever it is, I'm just not interested in it. Twos from Casey. Get rid of Challenger. Yep. Too few teams. Yeah, that's part of it too. It's like there's just too few teams. I don't know. I'm just not into it. Eric says, big updates coming. Update within 48 hours on that. Breaking news. Breaking news. 48 hours. We will find out. I love all the teams right now who are like, yo, we're in challenger level. There's only 4 teams. They're like scheming right now. Like what's the what is it? The chefs? I think the chefs are still in there, right? The chefs are in challenger level. They're like, hey, we only have 4 teams. Guys, I think we're the top team now. I think we're going to be able to pull this up. We might win the championship next year. Like, guys, what do you think? We might be able to win the whole thing. Then they get a call from MLP. Hey, we're actually going to bump you up into Premier. And now you guys are going to be one of the worst teams. Dang. Like, imagine how disappointed they are going from like, hey, I know we're in the lower level. We might win and that'll be fun. And we could win the championship. And now they're going to lose most likely every single match. Yeah, not great for them. Good for us, though. Love the challenger teams. Throw them in the Premier. They could play against the best. It has to happen. That's how you build the fan base. Yeah. Honestly, I'm also I am a fan of the new setup too. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they are changing the format to MLP now. So every weekend, they're basically going to do like different matches like it has been. Like everybody plays everybody who's there or whatever. But then based off of how their results were from that weekend, on Sunday, they kind of do like a mini bracket. Like the top 2 teams play each other. Then the next 2 teams play each other. And then based off of that, they get points. I'm probably not doing the best job of explaining it. But all that to say, like to sum it up, we're going to have like some, regular matches. And then on Sunday, we get like some really good matches. And there's kind of a winner of the weekend without it only being that format. I think it's cool. I think it's going to be really fun to see. And the way it's set up, it really is going to give us some good matches. What's cool about it, because here's the thing, is with MLP. So just to give you guys a little anecdote, I brought my fiance to PPA Masters. The first time she ever went to a pro pickleball tournament, she was at MLP. And so now she has seen MLP. She's seen MLP in San Clemente. She's seen MLP finals, which was intense. And she's seen PPA Masters. She literally told me, she's like, yo, this is kind of boring at PPA. She's like, MLP was way more fun. And think about that. She literally thought that MLP San Clemente was more fun. MLP San Clemente, I don't know if you guys remember this. MLP San Clemente had no top teams there. It was all kind of the more bottom level teams. They had no top teams. There was no Fives. There was no Shock. There was no Flash. I think the best team there was the Mad Drops. And so she still had a blast going that. Like, that was fun. So I guess my point that I'm trying to make right now, though, is MLP is already fun just with that. And that was just like random matches. Now, Sunday is like the day to go. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that'll all be fun too. But Sunday is going to be lit. Sunday will be like the best matches. Like if you're bringing a friend or family or someone along that, they haven't really been before, Sunday MLP will blow their minds. I'm telling you, like it is going to be a great experience. I'm very excited for it. MLP San Clemente was asked. No, it was fun. We got Jeannie Bouchard and Jesse Irvin fighting. That was crazy. I was there that day when they were fighting, and people were like messaging me and sending me videos about what was happening. Yo, that was like crazy. And then we got Jeannie like hiding in her towel. That was a fun day. It was all right. I mean, compared to like all the other MLP events, whatever, maybe not the best. There's better ones, but not bad for the teams that were there. I remember the chefs like backed out of the MLP Cup and sent their players home. Oh, is that true? I don't even remember that. Let's see. It's tourney style, not just playing to play for points. Well, kind of. It is kind of tournament style, but they still like it's like group play to start it. And then how they do on Sunday, I think, is how they get their points or whatever. Best change to MLP. Yeah, I think it is a good change. The Flames are my favorite team, dude. They are my favorite team. So much aura. You know what it is? I just love Coach Weiss. Coach Weiss is the homie. Coach Weiss is so fun. He's so good for MLP. I know everybody probably hates him because of the whistle. And I don't know, some people are a little like, dude, who remembers when everybody was like mad at him because he wore the shirt that said Dallas Trash instead of the Dallas Flash? That was so funny. And everybody was like, that's not right. A coach in football or a manager in baseball would never do that. Therefore, we should never do that in pickleball. It's like, I don't know. Can we just be our own thing? Have you ever thought about that? Again, that's that tennis mindset coming into play. We would never do this in tennis. Could you imagine if Andre Agassi did that? If Rafael Nadal did that? That would never happen. Exactly. That's why tennis sucks. That's why pickleball is awesome. Chefs were not allowed to play MLP Cup in November. Why do I not remember that? Tennis sucks. There he is. Odoth, what up? Yeah, I knew I could count on you. He's the best. He is, right? W's in the chat for Coach Weiss. I'm excited to see what he does with his clipboard this year. He's got to step it up, though. There's a lot of pressure on him because he has to deliver. Like, he can't just be doing the same things. Like, to have to, like, keep elevating and stay, like, funny with the clipboard, it's going to take some work. That's going to take some work. So we'll see. No way, it's Odoth. Odoth's here. Yo, everybody's freaking out because Odoth's here. Let's go. Dallas is my team, and I was all about the clipboard. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, you can laugh at it. It's fun. It's fun. We can be fun and also be serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, like, choose one or the other. Like, I hate when people are like, oh, well, if you want it to be like if you want it to be like wrestling, do you want this to be the WWE? Well, then go for it. Then let it be the WWE. But if you want this to be a real sport, you have to do blah, 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 blah. No. Shut up. Shut your freaking mouth. That's not true. Okay. Here's what you do. Because here's the thing. You know what the difference between pickleball with Coach Weiss and WWE with wrestling is? You know what the difference is? Wrestling's fake. Sorry to spoil it. Wrestling is fake. Pickleball's not. Pickleball is real. So we could have fun. We can have storylines. We could have drama. We could have people crashing out, doing all sorts of crazy things, throwing their paddles at fans. We could have all that. And at the end of the day, pickleball is still real. So we're not making it wrestling. And we're definitely not making it tennis. Because tennis sucks. Hello, my adoring fans. There we go. We got the GOAT in here. Odoth, the legend. Odoth. Glad you're here. All right, where were we? Trying to explain all this MLP stuff. I wanted to show, what was the other thing that happened? There was one more part. Hold up. Oh, okay. Yeah, here was the other thing. I'll show this now. Let me add. And okay, can you see that? Okay, good. Okay, so now we got the Palm Beach Royals. Okay, I'll try to sum it up. Basically, since they don't have anybody, they could just straight up trade people for cash. So I guess if you don't have your full roster, you are allowed to trade people for cash, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, I guess that's what they have to do. So they could pay up to, or they have to pay like 80 grand to keep somebody for, I guess, a year. So they could do that with, I think he said up to 4 people. So, or see, this is what I'm saying. It's so confusing. I think he could do that with up to 1 woman and one man. So anyways, go check out his tweet. I'm not going to read this whole thing right now, but this shit is crazy. This is sorry for the language, but man, this is just overwhelming. But whatever. Honestly, yo, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys care? Like I get the whole argument of like, well, I don't care because it's going to change. Let's just say it doesn't change. Let's say that they keep these rules. Do you guys even care about these rules? About who could keep what? Who do we pay for? What are the rules with trading people for cash and all that? I'm at the point where I don't even care. I'm just like, just tell me who's on what team. Like, I just want to know who's on what team. Yeah, how much money do these teams even have? And is it mainly determined by the revenue? Exactly. I have no context for these numbers. 80 grand, is that a lot? I don't know. Like, what are we working with here? Like Eric does a good job of breaking down on his page that I showed before, if they want to keep this person, it's 9 grand. If they want to keep this person, it's 70 grand. And like, okay, I get that like this person is way cheaper than this person, but like, I don't know, like thought experiment. If one person was 30 cents to keep and one person was $2 to keep, obviously they could afford that. So does it really matter that it's that much more than the other person? So I don't have context for like how much this really is to them. You know what I mean? It's too hard to keep up with everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, you guys know me. I love MLP. MLP is my favorite thing. I think MLP is the ticket to pickleball being successful in the long term. Yeah, these rules are just tough to get by. And I don't know how much this stuff hinders people from staying engaged with pickleball. Because at the end of the day, I think you just see whatever, blah, 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 got traded. I do wish that it would be a little bit more similar to like, basketball, with just like you sign people to however long you want to sign them. And then once their contract's up, they go into free agency and then anybody can sign them. Like, I think there's forcing people to drop people and then like drafting them and, having to like re-sign them like that. I think it's a little crazy. I'm not a fan of that. But also I don't know all the reasons why they're doing it. I'm sure they have a reason why. Like, so maybe it's just me, but I think 80 grand for a brand new team in a league that's still pretty new is kind of crazy. And they have less than 2,000 followers. So how are they getting money? Well, the whole thing is that they're investing. And the idea is that eventually they'll turn a profit somehow. But I think that is the thing is like, how do these teams make a profit? Yeah, sponsorships on like their uniforms, maybe one. I don't know. I've always thought the way that they're going to get there is if we could possibly get to home and away games. Like, a lot of teams in other professional sports, they make money. I think like their two biggest, I don't know that much, but I'm pretty sure that their two biggest revenue generators for the most part are like ticket sales and like TV deals. Like with local TV or whatever. Obviously, you can't really do like a local TV deal. TV's out. But ticket sales, they definitely could do. And that's why I wish we can get there. Like I would, that is like my dream format is home and away matches, just like kind of football is, where it's like Sunday's a day. You got a bunch of different games kind of like scattered at all different times. And you can kind of watch whatever one you want. I've talked about this before, but I do think you need to, if you did that home and away games, you couldn't do the format the way it is now because matches last like an hour and a half. You can't expect people to just come out for an hour and a half match. And also people are not going to really like, it's just like, you need something a little bit longer, like just a little bit longer. So that's why I've always said, like, I think the best way to do that is you make it like right now you do 1 game of women, 1 game of men, 1 game of mixed, 1 game of mixed. What I would propose is that you do best 2 out of 3 for women, best 2 out of 3 for men, best 2 out of 3 for mixed, best 2 out of 3 for mixed instead. That way it kind of stretches it out a little bit more. And maybe you don't even do it like back to back. Like maybe you don't do best 2 out of 3, like so basically what I'm saying is you could do like 1 game for women, 1 game for men, 1 game for women, 1 game for men again. And then like if you need to play a third game, you need to play a third game. I don't know. That whatever. I'm not, super adamant on one way or the other. But I do think that if you did do home and away games, you'd have to do it like that to kind of like stretch it out. Because if you're asking people to buy a ticket and come, you kind of got to make like an event of it. Like you kind of got to make it like a thing, like you're going out, right? So I think you would have to do it like that. But anyways, my point being, like, how great would that be? Sell tickets. And I don't know if that would cover everything, but you'd be able to make like a decent chunk of change from that. And that would be the hope. My argument is like, look what minor league baseball does. Dude, minor league baseball, there are teams that sell out a lot of games. How do they do that? Like, bro, do you care about minor league baseball? You don't even follow it. Nobody follows minor league baseball. Nobody even cares about the game, but you want to support the local team. It's fun. You got friends, you got with family. I'm sure there's some enthusiasts, but mostly it's just like a fun day out or a fun night out, and that's what they should try to make MLP, with the experience like there. So anyways, that's my thoughts on it. Teams raise capital. The guys that bought the Royals started a tech company. They have the money. Well, yeah. So I'm sure that they have capital to spend, but how are they going to get it back? I think is what a lot of people wonder. Right now, the only way people are making it back is by selling teams, but they're selling teams to people who want to make money. So it's kind of like this, it almost feels like a pyramid scheme where you just keep selling it for more money based off the idea that you might be able to make money one day, So the owners can pretty much take money out of their own pocket and put it into the team. Well, yeah, exactly. Like it's all about how much you're willing to spend. That's why some teams don't spend a lot of money. It's because the owners don't want to cough up the dough. Strangely enough, it's the teams with like billionaire owners, AKA, what was it? The number 1 most influential person in pickleball, according to the kitchen. The only way teams and leagues start making real money is TV media rights. Yeah. Yeah. But look, I don't know that much about that world, but my thought is like, is that the best long-term strategy? I know that TV channels are moving to like streaming platforms and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like that. I don't know. I don't know enough to even say, but I'm just like, that seems tough. Because like, what are we going to do? We're going to ask people to get like CBS memberships, like they have to pay what, like $5 a month to be able to watch their favorite pickleball team. I mean, maybe, just seems tough, like a lot of people just kind of tap out on that stuff. A lot of people won't even pay for a pickleball TV. That surprises me. I don't mind paying for pickleball TV. It's worth it. So that's interesting. But yeah, I mean, what else do you really have? So yeah, I guess you got to go for the TV media rights. Now that sweet TV money. No, need that sweet TV money in stadiums with home field advantage. Yeah. I think that would just be like a fun like event. That'd be a fun thing to have. I would love that so much, dude. Like you're telling me, like I'm in Orange County, like so we got like the SoCal Hard Eights. Like if the SoCal Hard Eights played at like whatever, even if they play at like Los Cab or if they play down in San Diego at whatever, the Barnes Tennis Center or whatever it is, they play down there, dude, I would totally go down for like a home and away game. Like if they're playing the Dallas Flash and they're going to play them on like a Saturday night, dude, I would love that. I would bring my friends, we'd all go, we'd hang out. You can make it really fun, and it would be hype. Everybody would be hype. It would be for that, not just people kind of floating in and out. People would be locked in. People would be cheering for their team. Like imagine the whole crowd in that pink color, just cheering for their team, dude, imagine Blaine Hovenier getting so hype with his home crowd there, dude, that'd be crazy. And there'd be a ton of people who just go that maybe don't even know anything about pickleball, but they're like, oh, that silly little sport pickleball, they got like a team for SoCal. Let's go check it out. Let's go have fun. We'll grab a few drinks. Maybe we'll make some friends there. People would do that. People are looking for different stuff to do, especially if the ticket prices are reasonable. $40 for a ticket, dude, so many people would do that. So anyways, I think that would be fun. Like when I think it was MLP St. Louis was on ESPN, I think. Was that right? Was it? I don't remember. I think that sounds right. I think they were. Oh, that's right. They were. Yeah, that's right. And because they were in the stadium and we were kind of like, it looks okay for TV. It's not bad. I don't think you could be I don't know. I like being in the arena. It's cool, but it's a tough look when you see empty seats. It doesn't look good. Like you do need to go to kind of like, one of these facilities with kind of a championship court. You need a real court too. That's part of it. These like roll-on courts are so rough, but I get it. You want to be indoors. It's better for wind and weather. No more fourth game. You sweep. No fourth game. Yeah, the fourth game is so lame. I cannot stand it. I'm so with you on that. Not a bad idea of that kind of format. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about the 2 out of 3 thing. 8s are awesome. Let's go Adam Stone. Love me some Adam Stone. He's great. All right, so where were we? Let's talk about some of the trade. I'm sure you guys have seen this. In case you haven't, I'll get you caught up. We'll talk about all these real quick. We'll kind of fly through these. First one that we saw, this one kind of made me laugh. We got Hunter Johnson traded for Max Freeman. What do we think about this? This is so funny because Hunter Johnson was so hyped that Ben Johns came on the team last year. And now this year, that Hunter Johnson was like, yo, I'm going to lock in so hard. We're winning a championship this year. We got Ben Johns on the team. We are going to be so locked in. I'm so ready to play with Ben. And then all of a sudden, he got the call. Yo, Hunter, you're traded. He's like, dang, no. All right, fine. All right, fine. But maybe you guys are trading me to a good team. Maybe I'm going to the Dallas Flash. Maybe I'm going to the Fives. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to the St. Louis Shock, right? I'm going to a good team, right? They're like, actually, you're going to the Chicago Slice. Bro, that is so rough. The Chicago Slice. Chicago Slice are looking rough right now. They're not a good team. Chicago Slice lost James Ignatowicz and they lost Vivian Glausman because they are no longer with UPA. Fourth game is annoying, but it would be tough to remove because the PD matters for positioning. I forget off the top of my head, but I feel like it's not that necessary now with the new format. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Ben looked pissed when he played with Hunter. Yeah, I don't think he liked it. Well, because I am part owner of the LA Mad Drops, I will say I was behind this trade. I didn't want Hunter on the team anymore. Because, me, a.k.a. Chris Cantino, I don't know if you guys know this, but I am part owner. And, I pulled off this trade. What do you guys think? Ben was behind that trade. Someone had to replace it. Yeah, I think obviously he was behind that trade, right? Because he said that he wanted to play with Max Freeman. Obviously he's been playing with Gabe. He wanted to play with Hayden, played with Andre for a minute. But you're not going to be able to trade Hunter Johnson for those guys. The only person that he could trade Hunter Johnson for, that he would be someone that he'd want to play with, is Max Freeman. Vivian David retired. Yeah. So Vivian David is retired, but she was on the Atlanta Bouncers. They're still doing the fourth game. I can't stand that. Yeah, that's rough. Yo, get rid of Challenger, get rid of fourth game. Get rid of Challenger, get rid of fourth game. Here's what I will say about the fourth game, which would make me less hate it. Hate it less, is I would be okay with it if they were able to say, okay, since we won the match already, we're going to put our backups, our 2 bench players in. Since we don't need to win it, let's give the bench players some time. If you did that, I'd be okay with it. That's my compromise, MLP. That's how you win me over. Let's start the fourth game petition. Yeah. I say we do. I say we take away the fourth game and we take away Challenger. Casey gets my joke. Ben playing with a lefty. Yeah. Hey, he did good with Tyler Loon, the lefty. It will be interesting to see. I mean, I think there's a reason why he wants to play with him. Yeah. So that's a great idea. I think you're talking about, maybe you're talking about the putting in the backups, the subs, the backups. They're going to put Tyra in as backup because she's the backup. True. Like NFL games, when it's 60-0, they put the bench players in. Yeah, exactly. Like you should be able to, for a few reasons. Let's get, because look, here's the problem that MLP has right now that everybody always talks about. The problem MLP has is there's a lot of teams, especially if we get rid of Challenger, there's a lot of teams, and there's also like a huge drop off in talent. And it is a problem. Like you have like top players playing with players who are like barely making it to the round of 64 in PPA. Like it's slim pickings towards the bottom, you know? But what do we do about that? It's not just get new players. It's let's make those players better. There's been a lot of players who have gotten really great because they've gotten more reps, you know? And so I'm a big believer that if we give some of those lower players some more reps, I think it's a better outcome. Like I think that they're going to get better, more comfortable, or just, you know, seeing more looks, you know what I mean? I think that's how you fix that problem, at least a little bit. You know, it can't hurt to do that. Also that, and also let's not risk players getting injured. I know injuries don't happen like too much, but man, how pissed would you be if you're a fan or an owner or even a player on a team, and in that fourth game, some player gets hurt and now they're out? You know what I mean? That would just be a nightmare. So yeah, let's get these backups in there. Or we do a Dream Breaker anyways, just for shits and giggles. I don't know. I see what you're saying. I love Dream Breakers, but we can't make Dream Breakers stale. Dream Breakers are really fun because they're rare. You get excited when they're about to happen. If they happened every time, I don't know. I don't know about that. Kate Fahey, prime example. What's the prime example of what? I'm missing that. Prime example of what? So anyways, let's go back to this. So yeah, so Hunter Johnson traded for Max Freeman. I will say, from an inside source, Hunter Johnson, how do I phrase this? He's got an interesting attitude. Apparently, he's someone who doesn't really take accountability too well. And he's always blaming other things. He's like always blaming his paddle or the court or the other players. I mean, you see him play, he's always crashing out. Hey, Chris, big fan. You have great pickleball acuity and stunning looks. Whoa. Dang. Thank you, Digital Panther. What does acuity mean? I'm too dumb to know what acuity means. Acuity. What does that mean? Did he just insult me, maybe? Sharpness or keenness of thought, vision, or hearing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. And stunning looks. Am I stunning? I'm doing the, what's his name? The Rizzler thing. Oh, I love the Rizzler. We need to get the Rizzler in pickleball. I want to play pickleball with the Rizzler. I know he's kind of like last year. That would make me so fun. She got reps with better players and is getting more consistent results. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kay Fahey getting reps, and now she's like one of the top players, you know? So yeah, totally. That's a great example. Yeah, I think we got to give these players more reps. So, all right. So there you go. So Max Freeman traded for Hunter Johnson. We also had this trade. We had Jay DeVilliers traded for Eric Roddy. Jay DeVilliers going to the Atlanta Bouncers. Eric Roddy going to Miami. Eric Roddy, a.k.a. the Pickleball Doctor, right? Was that his name, the Pickleball Doctor? Yo, that was one of the best chirping sessions ever. So many people hated that. I loved it. Oh, no. Kate Fahey, the GOAT for sure. Kate Fahey is a GOAT. Yo, we're huge Kate Fahey fans over here. We are I want to get a Kate Fahey shirt because I'm a Kate Fahey windmill. I am a huge Kate Fahey windmill. I'm a big Kate Fahey turbine. Huge fan. Big time. And Christian Alshon. I love them so much. I'm such big fans. They're like literally my favorite players. So yeah, Eric Roddy for Jay DeVilliers. I don't know. Eric Roddy, not great. Who knows if they'll even keep him? But that's cool that Jay DeVilliers is going to Atlanta. Atlanta's struggling right now. They lost 2 players. They lost Vivian David, who retired, and also they lost Todd Foe. Did Todd Foe retire? I did not know that. How did I miss that? Todd Foe apparently is retired. What is going on with that? I did not know this. This was news to me. But yeah, that's crazy that Atlanta lost 2 people like that. Chicago lost 2 people. Atlanta lost 2 people. I think Jay DeVilliers is a good ad, though. That's a solid trade. This was an interesting one right here. Oh, he didn't announce it, right? Yeah, I don't think he announced it. And honestly, shout out to Todd Foe for not even announcing. He just like low key retired. It's kind of crazy. There was this, I guess you could call it a trade. Chicago got Zane, and they just literally paid him for money, which is kind of funny. This was like, out of all the trades, I think this was like the biggest win-win. Because Zane now gets to start and play. Zane's too good to be sitting on the bench. And Chicago was down a lot of players, so they needed to scoop up some folks. So it's Hunter and Zane now. It's an interesting team. I don't know if they're going to be like a top team, but they could be dangerous. It could be. I also love that he just traded for money. I want to know how much money they had to pay for Zane, because that must feel so good. If you're Zane, somebody literally like paid money to have you. Like how much money do we think about? Like $50K? Maybe it was such a low amount. Like it could be an amount that's insulting. Like imagine it was like $1,000, like $1,000. Like, like Zane finds out like, Zane, you're traded to the Chicago Slice. They traded you for money. And he's like, oh, interesting. How much did they pay for me? What did they pay for me? Like $50K, $75K, $80K? They're like, actually, they gave us $100. Dang, I'm only worth $100. That's crazy. I love using this sound so much. I'm maybe using it too much. But dude, that I want to know how much it was, because that must feel so good to be traded for money. Like being traded for a player is one thing, but traded, like you're literally getting like a monetary amount to say like, this is how much you are worth as a pickleball player. That's kind of crazy. Run a poll. How much do we think Zane is worth? Everybody put it in the chat. What do we think Zane is worth? Let's see. What are we saying? What do we think he's worth? What do you guys think? Let's see what everybody says. Everybody let me know. What would I say? Probably, I'm going to say 30 grand. I'll say 30 grand. But see, I don't even have any context. Like, I don't know. Is that a lot? Okay, so someone said 30 to 50K. What's everybody think? Like, what is he worth? I don't even know. You know what I mean? Because they also had to pay to keep him, I think, right? Zane thrives in MLPs and MLP champions since they started. I'm thinking 25 to 50K. Oh, yo, look at Eric coming in with the exact number. Zane costs $82,574.37. Thank you, Eric. Okay, well, debate settled. We don't need a poll or anything like that. Yo, so imagine Zane walking away like, I am worth $82,000, over $82,000 to get on my team. That's kind of cool to have like a monetary amount on you as a player. You know what I mean? How much do you think someone would pay to have me on their team? How much would they pay for me? Like $5? Do you think a team would pay $20 to have me on their team? I think they would pay $20, right? Would they pay $50 to have me on their team? Like, I don't know. Like, what would I do? I'd probably just like wear the uniform and cheer for them really loudly, I guess. I would talk smack on the bench. I don't know. What would I cost? $50? I think $100. I think a team would, if all I cost was $100 and they got me on their team, like a really terrible team. Like, who's the worst team right now? Like, name the worst team who knows. Like the Hogs. Wait, that would be really fun. If I was on the Hogs, because they know they're not winning, they're just trying to save money. So if they could pay $100 to just have me as their 6th player, I don't even play. Like, they would do that, right? What's the highest amount they would pay for me? Oh, no. It cost Chicago $82,000 to keep him this year. I would bet they paid a lot less to trade for him. Oh, okay. I mean, still, that does kind of count as far as like how much somebody is worth, like their value, if they are going to be willing to keep him. So that's interesting. Okay. That is a lot, though. Nice. Let's go. Good for him. That was sad. Captain, oh, captain, no way. He's better on the court. Zane's highlights in his whole career have been MLP. Yeah, I think we definitely want to see Zane play. But he was a good captain, like good on the bench. He's a humble dude. That's interesting. So I wonder what it was. So maybe it was like 30 to 50K. Add that on top of the 82. That's like a big number to try to keep somebody like out of pocket. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. But Chicago needs him. What else are they going to do? You know? So that is an interesting one. All right. And then we also had this. Let me go to this. Victoria DiMuzio traded for Caitlin Christian. So bouncers trying to find somebody to replace Vivian David. Probably a good one. This was interesting because of the keeper amount. So Victoria DiMuzio cost like $70,000 to keep her. There's no way they're paying that for her. I'm sorry. That just ain't happening. Because what you can do is you could just say no, and then you could still get her in the draft for cheaper. You do just risk somebody else getting her. Fives didn't want to pay Zane's clown fee for cheerleading. There you go. Good one. But Caitlin Christian costs like $9,000. That's probably a really good deal. $9,000 to keep her on the bouncers, especially when you really are desperate to replace somebody that you lost. I think that's a good move. They did pay some extra cash. So yeah, so that's an interesting one. But that, so that's it. So there you go. So that's kind of our big trades. That's our big trades here. A lot of movement. It'll be interesting to see what happens the next few days. And hey, apparently, as Eric said, you guys saw it. 48 hours, we're going to figure out if Challenger is even a thing or not. So that'll be really interesting. Also, we had this news too. I think this is probably the biggest news right here. Sophia suing. Am I saying that right? Suing. I don't actually know if I'm saying her name right. Sophia. She was like basically the star of APP. She was like kind of the Annalie Waters light of APP in a way. I don't know if that's even actually a good comparison, but she was very dominant in APP, especially in singles. I'm going to be very curious to see how she does, with the MLP talent, against other people, because we haven't really seen her play against anybody in the PPA. We've seen her play against, Megan Fudge and Jill Braverman and all that. But like, let's see what happens when she's across the court from Anna Lee and Ben Johns and Anna Bright, Georgia, like all these other players. Like, I'm curious to see what she does. So it does seem like the Palm Beach Royals are going to sign her, like 7 with an ing. Seving. That's how you seving. Oh, it's like a V sound with the W. Oh, seving. Okay, yeah. So seving. Okay. I did not know that. Interesting. Sophia Seving. that is gonna get me 6-7. No, stop. I shouldn't say that. Okay. So Sophia Seving. There you go. Well, yeah. So it seems like the Palm Beach Royals are gonna sign her. That's a good move. You gotta grab up women talent. It is scarce out here. So, they get kind of the loophole where they have like basically the first shot to sign her before everybody else. And I guess it'll cost $80K to sign her. So that's an interesting one. We also had this. I don't know if you guys know who these players are, but Danny L. Townsend and Sarah Denny. They are going to be playing in UPA as well. So some new talent. I don't know how they're going to compare. I know Sophia is definitely the best out of the three of them. Danny, I've seen her play, and she was playing in PPA Asia this year, and I was watching her, and she was pretty good in that. But you do have to keep it in context that who she was playing against. She definitely deserves to have a UPA contract, as far as I could tell. But I don't know. I don't think she's going to come out the gates and be like a top dog, but you never know. Danny is cool. Yeah, she seems cool. I was looking at their Instagram. So it's interesting. I didn't realize this, but check this out. She was a pro ping pong player. Bro, look at this. Just ripping the ping pong ball. So that's where she came from. So I thought that was interesting. And then I guess Sarah was a pro tennis player. So we got a pro ping pong player or whatever, pro table tennis player and a pro tennis player coming in hot. So that's going to be interesting to see how they do. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are they going to do good or what? So we got, okay. So we got pro tennis players. We got pro table tennis players. When are we going to get a pro type T player? Who's going to be the first pro type T player to switch and come to pickleball and see the light? Denny is a top 15 to 20 women in doubles right now. That sounds accurate. Yeah. Okay. The Aussie crew. Aussie. Yeah, mate. Danny's cool. Yeah. So that'll be interesting. I don't know. I'm excited that we just have more people coming in. I think that's always good. Especially we lost some people. We lost Vivian David. We lost Vivian Glausman. we got to replace them at least, you know? So it does kind of feel like one step forward, 2 steps back with having lost all the people that we lost. But it is what it is. Is there even a pro tiptoe player? Okay. Are we all on board? We're going to call this tiptoe. That is, if there are any tiptoe fans, that should piss them off, right? Yeah. I don't think there is any pro player. It's all like tennis players who are just playing it for fun. Like whatever, even Padel kind of pisses me off, but Padel, let's be real, Padel looks kind of fun. I can't lie. It does look kind of fun just to hit it off the wall and stuff. It looks very challenging and complex. But I'm not worried about that because they're not taking up pickleball courts and it's very expensive to build those courts. So it is kind of like a unique thing. But dude, typo, tiptoe, type 2 diabetes, we got to get this out of here. This has got to go. We cannot allow this into our territory. I will fight tooth and nail on this. Keep tennis out of pickleball. Keep tiptoe out of pickleball. I'm not for this. I will sabotage this. Should I just go full make fun of, like, just try to, I'll do recaps of tiptoe, but I will just trash the whole thing. I will just criticize the crap out of them. Even if I'm like being unfairly critical, I'll just criticize the hell out of them. Nah, I'm not even paying attention to it. I don't care. I ain't worried about it. Pickleball is here. That's all we need to worry about. Padel's getting huge in Spain. Yeah, a lot of people seem to like it. Whatever. That's cool. All right, cool. Well, guys, man, what a fun time. That's going to do it. I think we're all heading out of here. Hit that like button before you bounce out. Do me a favor, please hit that like button. If you want to support what I'm doing, consider becoming a member. You can become a member down below in the description. Check that out. You could also become a member on Patreon if you want to support what I'm doing that way. Check out the Etsy store. Lots of cool gear. Check it out. I'll just share this with you real quick in case you want to see it. So people have been buying. We got the new logo. New logo is live. So get yourself some new Sorry Not Sorry gear. Go wear this at your local courts. Maybe grab a mouth breather shirt. That's always fun. But yeah, go ahead and do. Oh, should we play partner body bag winner off the net before we get out of here? Wait, don't leave. Partner body bag winner off the net. Should we play? Should we play before we head out of here? What do we think? Let's do it. Let's play it.
Partner body bag winner off the net. Partner body bag winner off the net. Leia Jansen winner off the net. Bryson McGuffin winner off the net. Haley Waters body bag. James Ignatowicz body bag. Sorry not sorry winner off the net. Sorry not sorry. Partner.
All right, man. It's so funny seeing James Ignatowicz in that. James Ignatowicz. Bro's gone now. We're not going to see him play. What do we think? What do we think? Partner body bag winner off the net. What do we think? Patrick Stewart? Who's Patrick Stewart? Is that? Oh, that's the Star Trek dude. Wasn't he in Hamlet too, right? Wasn't he in Hamlet? He was, right? Was he? Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, was he? Well, I remember watching it as a kid, right? Or am I tripping on that? Oh yeah, he was. He was a ghost of Hamlet's father. Yo, Patrick Stewart. Who else do we got? Who should we do? Who should we do? Should we do the three ladies? Danny, Sarah, Sophia, Seving. Did I say that right now? Who should we do? Or should we do some of the other people that got traded? What do we think? I think I'll do the ladies. Sophia, Danny, and Sarah. Who would we partner with? Who would we body bag? Who would we hit a netter off the wet? Hold up. Someone important just texted me. It might be relevant. Oops. Someone just texted me who's watching this and said, my big takeaway is I need to start calling it tiptoe. Okay, we're doing this. We're calling it tiptoe from now on. Oh, yo, should I do that? Okay, this is how we're doing it. Partner body bag, winner off the net. Tiptoe, tennis, and padel. There we go. That's how we'll do it. Who am I going to body bag? Who am I going to hit a winner off the net? Who am I going to partner with? Who am I going to body bag? Who am I going to hit a winner off the net against? I'm going to partner with padel. I don't mind padel. They got cool, interesting little courts. It does kind of look fun. I'm okay with that. I'll partner with them. Ooh, who do I want to body bag? Tennis or tiptoe? I'm gonna. Ooh, this is tough because I really don't like tennis and I hate the tennis mindset in pickleball. It is like my mortal enemy, but at the same time, tiptoe is creeping in and coming for pickleball, and I don't like that either. I'm gonna body bag tiptoe. I'm body bagging tiptoe. Winner off the net against tennis. So there you have it. Partner with padel. Body bag tiptoe. Winner off the net against tennis. All right, now that'll do it. Now we can end appropriately. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Share this with your friends. Leave me a comment. Everybody who's in the live chat today, thanks so much. Everybody, make sure we call it tiptoe. Moving out. And all right, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, go check out Family Feud. If you have not seen it yet, go watch it. It was a very fun episode. Dylan Frazier, DJ Young, Sydney Steinecker, my buddy Troy. Troy, he is the owner of a paddle company. It is the reload paddle where you take off the grit and you can put it back on. Anyways, very fun episode. Great show, Chris Cantini. Fix your team. There you go. All right. Well, very good. Everybody, thanks so much for hanging out. We will see you back next week. Take care, everybody.